12/19/2013. Another end of the day. It's only 9 o'clock today. Working day shift and second shift, you never know exactly when you're going to be awake or when you're going to bed. You know, you just kind of do it. I definitely feel like I missed out on something never having kids, but I don't miss all the things that I have to have because I didn't have it, and I had to be asking for help, and we did it without help before. It's a lot more complicated than it used to be. It's actually a good thing that it's more complicated. Complications bring complications, nonetheless. Oh man. We tried to make pot roast today. Yeah, the pot roast itself was not of a high enough standard to make a decent pot roast, or just putting it in the oven in some water, bread loaf pan. That's how my grandma used to do it. Onions and potatoes, and let it simmer for about 2 hours, except it looking like more like 8 hours. That ain't something you make when you get home. It's something you start in the morning. Put in a crock pot, sounds like a winner. I still think that piece of meat had a lot of fat on it, so I'm not sure it had that much fat on it when I was a kid. I know it did. I know it did because I remember chewing on it back then. This has got fat in every little piece practically. It's okay. I can't chew very well, so I make sure they're small to just swallow. Chomp them and some of the juices and swallow it. When you don't got teeth, that's kind of how you got to do it. Reptiles know that. Birds know that. A lot of things know that, actually. Humans were born with teeth. So. And, you know, nowadays not everybody has to completely lose them, which is a good thing. I lost 2 more pieces of crown today. No, 1 today, 1 yesterday. Left rear molar, what was left of it, that was a wisdom molar. That one busted off yesterday while I was coughing. Thank God I didn't choke on it. It's kind of like getting a rock in your throat. Those teeth are rocks. Today I was having a piece of pot roast and the other piece off the other side came out. Again, at least I didn't chew on it, I just kind of noticed. Click, oh, there it goes. I've come into the conclusion that rather than, because it's not really how I am, rather than pitch it loudly and aggressively. Whenever I get the opportunity, I bring up, this is available, just so you know. Doesn't cost any more than what they're paying. In fact, if they never switched, it probably cost less. And every individual, practically, there's homeless people that don't use electricity, but most people do. The commission at the bottom level is 20 cents a month. Jeez, you know, you need a lot of those, right? But 20 cents I didn't have if I can get customers. Well, all they gotta do is switch. It's like voting for me. Practically nothing else changes except the name on the bill. Ambit energy instead of whatever else it was. Might as well just wait for Christmas. I don't know. I still gotta ask Kevin if he's Diana's sister, if he's willing to switch his provider from his to mine, or whatever he's got. But you really can't do that if you don't have the customer number. And the added step of calling to get it might take 10 to 15 minutes. Might take longer. So whatever I would have got for getting 3 customers in the first month probably isn't gonna happen, because I can't get the customer number and I can't call it for them. And for 20 cents a month, you know, I can wait a month. That's just one customer. Family's always easy after that. It's how do you persuade them to say, okay, I'll be your customer, not theirs. Competition between gas stations. There's plenty of them, so evidently they got a way of keeping us going. Well, it's price usually, but the price is the same. I'll actually go to the one that I think has a better feeling to it. Some of them say they put additive, like gas treatment, that you pay $3 for in your tank. They say they put some in there, and yeah, if they do and they charge the same price, it probably isn't that much, but it is a selling point. So I tend to go every once in a while. You see, Sunoco's close by, so between Turkey Hill, Sunoco, and Hess, I fill up at Sunoco because they say they put more detergents in their fuel. And it's, yeah, I would pay a penny more or two for that. And it's kind of like people who, on their electric bill, will elect to go with wind power, which is 2 cents more per kilowatt hour. Basically 2 cents more a gallon. Premium. You know, it's all cool. You know, 365 days a year, not just Christmas, although I love Christmas. I am glad to be here. Yeah, finally, I mean, without the big real estate crash, they lived here before us. They charged her $80,000 for this dinky little place, with all its problems. 20 feet from the freeway. Stinks a lot around here, mushroom factories, and it's dinky, and blah blah blah. Well, whatever. We paid the $40,000, or I say we because she would have never done it without me. It's a two-way thing, you know. Without two hands, it's hard to do some things right. But sometimes you need two hands. And sometimes you need more than that. That's why we got brains. Oh, yeah, back to that. 40,000 for the house. She signed up for 80,000. I suppose you call it a good thing, although we didn't know about it. At closing, or just before closing, she's got $5,000 lien. I mean, she owes $5,000. She can't pay. She can't sell the house unless the person is buying the house paid the $5,000. So yeah, it went up. Luckily, it was doable. Yeah, and then I went 8 months without a job because my hope did not happen. I was hoping I could do something better than being a pizza driver, but everywhere I applied, nobody called. So I ended up calling Living Good, and luckily on my end, he really needed a hand, so I got my job back. Not where I used to be, but still in the field that I knew what I was doing. Not a lot of schooling in it. Live or die. But it does. It pays enough for me to be alive. That should be it. Number 5. And it ain't by Chanel either. Smokes are out there. Man, taking the glasses off, everything's a goddamn blur. Five minutes. Egg roll, crinkle fries. I think I'm putting pot roast in the fridge and try to eat it tomorrow with ketchup cold. Might have a hot dog. I don't know. We'll see. Didn't, dessert. Probably a piece of cinnamon cake and ice cream. Yeah, I got a humidifier today. Hopefully it's actually going to work. It doesn't appear to be doing as well as I'd like, but it's a sonic humidifier. Yeah, it could cause problems. You know. It says it's got a mineral filter, and I used to use the kind that boiled the water, and it didn't take long before those electrodes were totally packed with all the shit that's in the water. Can't see it, but it's there. And the filter is going to get clogged up too. But it's brand new, so it shouldn't be clogged up yet. Can't wait for the big warm up this weekend. It's going to cool down, but bring in the rain and bring on the warmth and then cool down. At least it ain't going back down to teens anytime soon. Fingernails need to be clipped. Get long. Looking at the tree. The only thing the camera sees. As always, many blessings throughout 365 days a year. Christmas is a couple days away.